Today we learn the next article from the oscillations, that is the damped harmonic oscillator. What is damped harmonic oscillator? What is the meaning of the word damped? The amplitude of oscillation gradually decreases due to the presence of frictional and air resistance of atmosphere. Amplitude of oscillation gradually decreases due to the presence of air and frictional resistance of atmosphere. So that amplitude gradually decreases. For example, simple pendulum. When a simple pendulum is pulled aside and release it, the pendulum performs the oscillatory motion about the main position. Initially, amplitude of the pendulum is maximum, and as time passes, amplitude gradually decreases, and after a long time, the pendulum stops the motion, and hence this type of the oscillation is called as damped oscillations. Amplitude gradually decreases with respect to time. And undamped oscillations. Undamped means no damping. Amplitude of oscillation remains constant during the motion. Amplitude of oscillation remains constant during the motion. Oscillatory motion is called as undamped oscillation, or it is called as ideal oscillation. What is the example of undamped oscillation in day-to-day life? The example of undamped oscillation is the motion of clock pendulum. During the oscillation, energy lost, but whatever the loss of energy is recovered with the help of electrical energy or mechanical energy, either giving the keys or provides the cell energy. And so that in damped and undamped oscillation, the basic is the amplitude. Amplitude of oscillation gradually decreases in case of damped oscillation because of the energy of oscillation continuously lost, dissipate the energy to the atmosphere, and amplitude gradually reduces. And here we learn the damped oscillator. What is the damped oscillator? It is a spring block experimental setup of damped oscillator. Let us draw this figure here. So the experimental setup or arrangement consists of this is the rigid support, and here a flat spiral spring provided with a block of mass here. Draw this figure here. Just you draw this figure. Are you seeing this figure? So this is the spring constant K and a rigid support, and this is the spring, and this is the block of mass here. Other end of this block is connected by means of a metallic rod to the vane. This is vane. Vane means a metallic string. And finally, this vane is immersed in a when is immersed in a glass beaker containing or glass jar containing liquid like the water. So this arrangement, this is vein, and this is here liquid like water, liquid like water. This is the glass jar. And water, and this way, this is metallic rod. This is the metallic rod. Now see here the construction of this harmonic oscillator, damped harmonic oscillator. The experimental setup or arrangement consists of a flat spiral spring. One end of the flat spiral spring is connected to the rigid support, whereas the free end of the flat spiral spring is attached to the block of mass M. The other end of the block is connected to the vein through a metallic rod. Other end of the block is connected to the vein. Vein means a metallic string through this metallic rod. And this vein is partially dipped in a glass beaker containing water or any liquid. Okay, so this is the experimental setup. This is the experimental setup or experimental arrangement. Now, when this block is pulled out and release it, the block performing vertical oscillatory motion about the main position. When this block is pulling down and release it, the block performing vertical oscillatory motion about its main position. The damped force on the block and spring depends upon the damped force on the block and spring depends upon medium present and speed of the spring and block. Speed of the spring and block. Do you understand here? What is damped force? That is the damped force. The damped force we denote FD. Damped force we denote FD on the block and spring depends upon media and speed of the block and damp. And here it is directly proportional to speed. What is V? F directly proportional to damped force FD. Here that is FD directly proportional to minus V. What is V? Speed of the spring and block, where V is the speed of block and spring, and negative sign in the above equation indicates that damping force and speed oppositely directed, and that is equal to here FD is equal to minus B into V, where B constant of proportionality known as damping constant, that is B is damping constant. And obviously a restoring force on the block is directly proportional. We take Fs. a restoring force on the spring is direct. Who provides the restoring force? Spring. Spring provides the restoring force on the block, and a restoring force on the block is directly proportional to displacement of the block. Is directly proportional to displacement of the block, and obviously by definition of linear SHF, restoring force and displacement are oppositely directed, and that is Fs is equal to minus k into x, where k constant of proportionality known as spring constant of proportionality known as spring constant, and the total force on the system is equal to Fd plus Fx. What is Fd? Here minus b into v, and Fs minus k into x, and according to Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to F into A. What is A? Acceleration of the system. A is the acceleration of the system is block and spring, and that is here A is equal to minus b divided by F v minus k divided by F into x, and that is A is equal to R, that is A plus b divided by F v and plus k divided by F into x is equal to 0. What is A plus b divided by F? Yes, I like it. A plus b divided by F v plus k divided by m, x is equal to 0. What is A? By definition of acceleration, d2x upon dt square plus b divided by m. What is velocity? A rate of change of displacement, dx by dt, and plus k divided by m into x is equal to 0. So what is this here? d2x upon dt square plus b divided by m dx by dt plus k divided by m into x is equal to 0. So this is the differential equation of damped oscillatory motion, and previously we also learned in the differential equation, standard differential equation of linear SHF. What was that? d2x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. Do you know here? This is the standard differential equation of linear SHF, and here this is the differential equation of damped oscillation. What is the difference between this and this? Here the middle term b upon m dx by dt is present. Here that is outside. Only this is the difference. Once again, this is the differential equation. Then what is the solution of this differential equation? आपण बेटा याचे सोल्युशन काय घेतलं होतं? x is equal to a sin omega t. सोल्युशन म्हणजे d2 मध्ये आपण घेतलेलं होतं. याला सॉल्व करत गेला तर डिस्प्लेसमेंट काय? x is equal to a sin omega t. तसं हे स्टँडर्ड डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन आहे डॅम्प्ड ऑसिलेटरी मोशनचं. दिस इज द स्टँडर्ड differential equation of damped oscillatory motion, and what is the solution of this? तर याचं सोल्युशन काय असेल बेटा सांगा बरं. आणि याचं सोल्युशन तुम्हाला डायरेक्टली दिलेलं आहे, डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन सॉल्व नाही. द सोल्युशन ऑफ दिस damped oscillatory motion is given by what is that? That is equal to here x is equal to a into e raised to minus b divided by 2m into t cos of omega dash t plus phi. So this is the solution of damped oscillatory motion. X is equal to a e raised to minus b divided by 2m into t. मी याला असं ब्रॅकेट मध्ये e raised to power आहे e raised to power minus b divided by 2m into t cos of omega dash t plus phi. So this is the solution of this differential equation where a, what is a? Maximum amplitude इथं a म्हणजे maximum amplitude and omega dash angular velocity omega dash is the angular velocity of this oscillator. And what is the here? From this equation, this amplitude a is equal to a into amplitude term a into e raised to minus b upon 2m into t is amplitude of damped harmonic oscillator. Amplitude of damped harmonic oscillator, and this amplitude of damped harmonic oscillator depends upon time. It is the function of time and exponential function of time. हे कसं आहे एक्सपोनेन्शियल ईचा पॉवर जिथं असेल त्याला आपण म्हणतो एक्सपोनेन्शियल फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम. And so therefore here if we plot the graph of amplitude of oscillating body and time, जर समजा आपण ग्राफ काढला आता कसा ग्राफ इथं तुम्ही टाइम घ्या कोणत्या ऍक्सिस वर ते ग्राफ काढतोय मी कोणत्या ऍक्सिस वर ते टाइम घेतलेला आहे आपण एक्स ऍक्सिस वर ते टाइम आणि वाय ऍक्सिस वर ते एम्प्लिट्यूड घ्या दोन्हीकडेही आपण असं घेतला हे एम्प्लिट्यूड आपण इन्स्टंटेनियस एम्प्लिट्यूड याला जे म्हणलंय a e raised to minus b upon 2m into t is called instantaneous amplitude. Why it is called instantaneous amplitude? Because the amplitude of oscillation varies instant to instant, varies position to position, and so that you take here time instantaneous. So that at time either t is equal to 0 e raised to power 0 minus 0 म्हणजेच काय लागतं मॅक्सिमम एम्प्लिट्यूड आपण याला आपण घेतलं A0 चा अर्थ काय पीक एम्प्लिट्यूड मॅक्सिमम एम्प्लिट्यूड केव्हा असेल ऍट टाइम t इज इक्वल टू 0 इथे तुम्हाला दाखवतो A इज इक्वल टू A0 ऍट t इज इक्वल टू 0 बिकॉज e रेज टू मायनस b अपॉन 2m इंटू t ची किंमत 0 ठेवला e raised to 0 म्हणजे काय झालं 1 आलं 1 आले याचा अर्थ a एम्प्लिट्यूड आला आणि नंतर आता इथं जर मी आफ्टर लॉंग टाइम इन्फानाइट टाइम ठेवलं at time t is equal to infinity here if we plot the graph of amplitude along y axis and corresponding time along x axis and at time t is equal to 0 you put in this equation t is equal to 0 that is minus b divided by 2m into 0 means 0 anything raised to power 0 means 1 and that becomes a0 when time t is equal to 0 amplitude is maximum and that maximum amplitude is called a0 and next point time after infinite time you put instead of this b upon 2m into infinity e raised to minus infinity आणि म्हणजे काय लागतं 1 upon infinity means 0 and that is a is equal to a0 into 0 that is equal means after infinite time the amplitude stops the motion. Amplitude stops the motion, and so that the graph is like this here. Here like this. So this amplitude gradually decreases. Amplitude जे असेल ते हळूहळू कमी 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 होत असं गेलं. Amplitude of oscillation gradually decreases with respect to time in what type of the oscillation? In damped oscillation. And so this is the graph. Amplitude of oscillation gradually decreases with respect to time. And what is the solution of this equation? And what is the period and frequency? What is the period and frequency of this type of the oscillation? And to find the period and frequency of this type of the oscillation, here omega dash is equal to root of. Here, what was the previously solution? And that is equal to here K upon M minus B upon 2M whole square. That is K divided by M minus B upon 2M whole square is the angular velocity and frequency 2 pi n is equal to root of K divided by M minus B divided by 2M whole square. So that, and n is equal to 1 upon 2 pi root of K divided by M minus B upon 2M whole square. So whatever this, what was previously omega is equal to a root of K divided by M. आठवतं का बेटा? कंपेअर करायचं. कशाशी कंपेअर करणार तुम्ही? स्टँडर्ड डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशनचं सोल्युशन ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू रूट ऑफ के डिवाइड बाय एम. के डिवाइडेड बाय एम घेतलाय आणि इथं किती आलेलं आहे? मायनस बी डिवाइड बाय एम. म्हणजेच काय झालेलं आहे? फ्रिक्वेन्सी हळूहळू कमी होत गेली. फ्रिक्वेन्सी हळूहळू काय होत गेलेली आहे? कमी होत गेलेली आहे. आणि टाइम पिरियड टी इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन एन is equal to 1 upon काय ही 1 upon n म्हणजे इथे येईल 2 pi. बरोबर आहे? and that is equal to instead of this upon that is the root of K divided by M minus B divided by 2M याचा square. And so that is here. This is the formula of time. This is the formula for time period, and so that is here a simple article of that is damped oscillation. And lastly here, what is forced oscillations, free oscillations and resonance. The concept of free force and damped oscillations. The concept next point of explanation is here, that is free force and resonance. What is free vibrations? Free vibrations. Let us tell you what is free vibrations. A body is said to be free vibrations. The amplitude of oscillation gradually decreases with respect to time. That is a damped oscillation. Free oscillations means damped oscillation. And forced vibrations. In case of the forced vibrations, the amplitude of oscillation remains constant. Amplitude of oscillation remains constant, and in a resonance, natural frequency of the body is exactly equal to frequency of the external source, and the body vibrate with the maximum amplitude. पहा बेटा, आपल्याला फक्त काय डेफिनेशन दिले. What is free vibrations? The vibrations are said to be free. The body can vibrate with its own natural frequency. The body can vibrate with its own natural frequency other than external source frequency, and so that amplitude of oscillation gradually decreases. आता मी किती डेफिनेशन सांगितले, सिंपल एग्जांपल सांगितलं, पटकन लक्षात येईल. Let us take a tuning fork of suitable frequency tuned on the rubber pad. The vibrations of the prongs of the tuning fork are free vibrations. It can vibrate with its own natural frequency. आता बा ट्युनिंग फोर्कला ट्यून केल्यानंतर काय होतं, आपल्याला व्हायब्रेट होतं, आणि ते व्हायब्रेशन्स म्हणजे त्याची फ्रिक्वेन्सी किती आहे, वर दिलं 512 असेल 512, 480 चा ट्युनिंग फोर्क असेल तर 400. दॅट कॅन व्हायब्रेट विथ इट्स ओन natural frequency, and that type of the vibrations is called as free vibrations. What do you understand the term forced vibration? सांगा बरं काय असेल. आता टर्म फोर्स्ड व्हायब्रेशन म्हणजे काय झालं, एक सिंपल एक्झाम्पल मुलांना मी नेहमी देत असतो. नॅचरली विद्यार्थ्याला स्वतःहून अभ्यास करत बसला असेल, एखादा विद्यार्थी स्वतःहून अभ्यास करत असेल, तो नॅचरल आहे. 10% विद्यार्थी असे असतात. पण काही विद्यार्थ्यांना अभ्यास करत नाही म्हणून पॅरेंट्स किंवा टीचर घेऊन बसतात, कर इथं बसूनच कर माझ्या समोर, म्हणजे दॅट स्टडी इज डुईंग अंडर एक्सटर्नल फोर्स. तसं ते एक्झाम्पल म्हणजे फोर्स्ड व्हायब्रेशन. एखादी बॉडी व्हायब्रेट होत असेल, स्वतःची नॅचरल फ्रिक्वेन्सी नाही, एक्सटर्नल सोर्स फ्रिक्वेन्सीनं तो व्हायब्रेट होत असेल other than its own natural frequency, and that type of the vibrations are called as forced vibration. What is forced vibration? In forced vibration, the body can vibrate with the external source frequency other than its own natural frequency. Other than its own natural frequency, and that type of the vibrations, that type of the oscillations are called as forced vibration. Now next, resonance. What do you understand the term resonance? Let us tell me, what do you understand the term resonance? A resonance is the phenomenon in which natural frequency of the body is exactly equal to the external source frequency. Exactly. लक्षात येतं, म्हणजे फोर्स्ड व्हायब्रेशन आणि रेझोनन्स मध्ये फरक. नॅचरल फ्रिक्वेन्सी ऑफ द बॉडी इज एक्झॅक्टली इक्वल टू एक्सटर्नल सोर्स फ्रिक्वेन्सी. नॅचरल फ्रिक्वेन्सी ऑफ द बॉडी इज एक्झॅक्टली इक्वल टू एक्सटर्नल सोर्स फ्रिक्वेन्सी, अँड बॉडी व्हायब्रेट विथ द मॅक्सिमम एम्प्लिट्यूड, अँड वी हिअर द शार्प and loud intensity of sound is here. Sharp and loud intensity of sound is here. Practically where we observe this phenomena, कुठं ऑब्झर्व केला असेल, आठवता का? Where we observe this phenomena, हा फेनॉमेना कुठं ऑब्झर्व केलेला आहे आपण? रेझोनन्स ट्यूबचा एक्सपेरिमेंट तुम्ही लॅबोरेटरी मध्ये परफॉर्म केला असेल तर काय होतं बेटा तिथं? म्हणजे रेझोनन्स ट्यूबचं जर अशा टाईपचं एक सेटअप असतो, तुम्ही लॅबोरेटरीमध्ये गेला असेल आणि नसेल तर पुन्हा पहा. या ठिकाणी अशी एक रेझोनन्स ट्यूब असते, एक ट्युनिंग फोर्क असा घेतो आपण इथं, यामध्ये वॉटर असतं असं पूर्ण फिलअप केलेलं वॉटर, आणि मग इथून ते एअर कॉलम व्हायब्रेट होतात, म्हणजे इन्सिडंट फ्रिक्वेन्सी अँड रिफ्लेक्ट, वॉटर पासून रिफ्लेक्ट झाली. आता या ट्युनिंग फोर्कची फ्रिक्वेन्सी जी असेल, आपण 512चा ट्युनिंग फोर्क घेतला तर एका सेकंदाला ऑसिलेशन किती होतं? 512. आणि याची फ्रिक्वेन्सी आणि एअर कॉलमच्या व्हायब्रेशनची फ्रिक्वेन्सी, इथं नॅचरल फ्रिक्वेन्सी म्हणजे कोणाची, नॅचरल फ्रिक्वेन्सी ऑफ द एअर कॉलम इज एक्झॅक्टली इक्वल टू द फ्रिक्वेन्सी ऑफ द ट्युनिंग फोर्क अँड द एअर कॉलम मीन्स बॉडी व्हायब्रेट विथ द मॅक्सिमम amplitude and we hear the loud intensity and maximum intensity because of intensity of sound is directly proportional to square of amplitude. ती बॉडी मॅक्सिमम व्हायब्रेशन मध्ये amplitude मॅक्सिमम amplitude ना व्हायब्रेट होत असेल तर लाऊड इंटेन्सिटी ऑफ साउंड. आणि नॅचरली रेझोनन्स फेनॉमेना ऑफ रेझोनन्सचे सो मेनी एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत डे टू डे लाईफ मध्ये की रेझोनन्स फेनॉमेना कुठे होतो आणि मॅक्सिमम मोठ्यात मोठा आवाज आपण ऐकू शकतो. शार्प अँड लाऊड इंटेन्सिटी ऑफ साऊंड इज हिअर. बाय सुरुवातीला कमी एअर कॉलमची लेंथ आणि आवाज काहीच नाही, हळूहळू लेंथ अशी वाढत नाही, म्हणजे त्याची फ्रिक्वेन्सी आहे एअर कॉलमची आणि ट्युनिंग फोर्कची फ्रिक्वेन्सी जेव्हा आपल्याला मॅच होईल त्याच वेळेस रेझोनन्स होतो आणि वी हिअर द लाऊड इंटेन्सिटी ऑफ साऊंड. मग त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला मोठ्यात मोठा आवाज येतो आणि त्यावेळेस फेनॉमेना ऑफ रेझोनन्स झालेला आहे. आता याचं एक सिंपल एक्झाम्पल मी तुम्हाला देतो. रेझोनन्स डे टू डे लाईफ मध्ये इम्पॉर्टंट रोल होतो. हे ब्रॉडकास्टिंग स्टेशन असेल, टीव्ही चॅनल असेल किंवा रेडिओ असेल, या ठिकाणी काय आहे, इन केस ऑफ रेडिओ आपण ऑब्झर्व केलेलं ब्रॉडकास्टिंग स्टेशनची फ्रिक्वेन्सी तिथून सेंड केलेली फ्रिक्वेन्सी आपल्या रेडिओमध्ये लोकल ऑसिलेटरची फ्रिक्वेन्सी मॅच झाली त्यावेळेस आपल्याला स्टेशन लागतं, म्हणजे रेझोनन्स होतो आणि आपण तो प्रोग्राम त्या स्टेशनचा. हे झालं व्हिडिओ ऑडिओ झाली. आता व्हिडिओमध्ये काय होतं, मेगाहर्ट्झची फ्रिक्वेन्सी प्रत्येक चॅनलची आणि आपल्या लोकल रेडिओ टीव्ही मध्ये तीच फ्रिक्वेन्सी मॅच झाली डिजिटली आपण, तर फेनॉमेना ऑफ रेझोनन्स होतो. आता याचे खूप मोठे एक्झाम्पल अनेक आहेत, बरेचशे वेळेस दिलेले आहेत रेझोनन्सच्या कन्सेप्ट नुसार. आपण जर तुम्ही एक सिंपल एक्झाम्पल ऑब्झर्व केलं असेल, म्हणजे ब्रिजच्या खाली गेलात, ब्रिजवरून बरेचसे वाहनं जातात आणि ब्रिजचे व्हायब्रेशन आपल्याला तिथं दिसत नाहीत, हाय फ्रिक्वेन्सीनं व्हायब्रेट होतो आणि ब्रिजच्या खालून तुम्ही पहा एक साऊंड येत राहतो. किंवा दुसरं एक्झाम्पल तुम्हाला सांगता येतं, आपण बाईकवरून जात असेल, एखाद्या लोअर स्पीडला आपल्याला काही नाही, जर फ्रिक्वेन्सी वाढवला तर सगळे पार्ट व्हायब्रेट होतात आणि त्याची फ्रिक्वेन्सी आणि ड्रायव्हिंग फ्रिक्वेन्सी जेव्हा मॅच होते त्यावेळेस आवाज यायला सुरुवात होतो आणि ते शार्प अँड मॅक्सिमम इंटेन्सिटी ऑफ साऊंड इज हिअर. अँड दीज आर द सम एक्झाम्पल्स ऑफ कन्सेप्ट ऑफ रेझोनन्स फेनॉमेना. व्हॉट इज द रेझोनन्स? नॅचरल फ्रिक्वेन्सी ऑफ द बॉडी. Natural frequency of the body is exactly equal to the external source frequency and the body vibrate with the maximum amplitude. Body vibrate with the maximum amplitude is called as resonance. Is called as resonance. In one sentence, natural frequency is exactly equal to external source frequency and body vibrate with the maximum amplitude and that is due to the phenomena of resonance. आता बेटा रेझोनन्सचे दुसरे एक्झाम्पल जरी पाहिलात ना तुम्ही, फ्ल्यूट असेल, बासरी किंवा हार्मोनियम असेल, रेझोनन्स शिवाय आवाज येणे म्हणजे साऊंडचे जे काही इन्स्ट्रुमेंट असतील रेझोनन्स झाल्याशिवाय आपल्याला आवाज येत नाही. दॅट इज द फ्रिक्वेन्सी मॅच वी मी कॉल अँड दॅट इज द फेनॉमेना ऑफ resonance what we observe in our day-to-day practical life. And with this article we complete the topic oscillatory motion. Some numericals we take and a big topic of oscillation is now completed here.